of what we're doing to where you can be there. And so also, I'm going to be sharing for those that don't get an opportunity to jump on the links. But my goal is for you to be a part of what we're doing. That way you can stay in the flow. The energy is different when you're actually live with us on our Zoom on Thursday than when you watch it at home. But we want you to get all you can get, okay? All right, guys, so let's jump into it. And if you could do me a favor, those that can, mute your lines, and you can actually hear what I'm saying, hopefully halfway clear. I hope my internet connection is good. All right, guys, so today, of course, is week number 3 of our strategic plan. I am coming to you with full intention that I want you by the tomorrow night, midnight, to have your strategic plan nailed down, okay? I'm even gonna show you my plan because I want you to see it from my perspective, because I know that some of you, and I think I even told you this in our individual calls, you're shooting too low. And I need you to step your game up. You know, it's good to have goals that you know you can reach, but it's better to have goals that you got to stretch. Okay? So do me a favor at this time, a little housekeeping. Take notes. So if you're sitting down and have an opportunity to do so, take some notes. If you can and you're at a place and you're safe, please cut your camera on. I'd love to see your smiling face. I know your avatar and your pic looks good. Matter of fact, sometimes it looks better than you. I'd be like, ooh, you're trying to catfish us. But anyway, don't be trying to catfish us on the Zoom call. Don't be trying to catfish us. I know how y'all work. I know how y'all roll. You know, I'm gonna make sure, you know, y'all who y'all say y'all are, you know. But if you can, if not, I understand. I get it. I'm cool with it. Ask questions, please, and make all your comments in the chat. I'm gonna try and go back through before we end and answer your questions. And your questions can be arbitrary. They don't have to be just based upon what I'm talking about, but it's something I can share, because I need you to know that for this 1 hour that we're on, you got me. To try to get me after this, other than text or email, I'm gonna say good luck. I love you, but I have to let you know that I have boundaries. The boundaries that I have is to make sure that I'm good. And if I'm good, I can help you better, okay? And that's one thing I wanna show you even in the Zoom tonight, is I think some of you are more concerned about other people than you are about yourself. And I need you to get focused on you to get focused on them. But we're gonna talk about that. Last thing is, only unmute when you're called upon. So if you're on the Zoom right now, go ahead and mute yourself. And that way we can make sure we can hear what's going forth. And then as I'm asking you questions, I'll have you unmute yourself. All right, big question, jumping right into it. How much do you really love you? And some of you will say, I love me. I love me. No, you really don't love you. And I'm going to show you some stuff. Just from talking to some of you on our individual call, you don't love you that much. You don't love because the next part of it is enough to put your health, wealth, mental wellness before anyone else. Those are questions I really want you to ask yourself. Because some of you right now, if you look at your health, is challenged. So that means that if your health is challenged, you're putting other stuff before your health. Now, here's the funny thing. If the doctor told you, if you don't start doing this, you're gonna die, you get real focused on your health. And some of you work through life, and I'm gonna deal with this topic on next month, what's urgent and what's important. Because some of you work on the important things instead of working on the urgent things, only because the important things seem easier than the urgent things. So now with your health, if you are not in the health that you want to be in, then I'm challenging you to say that you really don't love you. Not as much as you say you do. If your mental wellness is kind of, some of you know when I talk to you in our individual call, I ask you the question on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, where's your mental health? And not one person said, oh, I'm on a 10. I don't even think I got a 9 or 8. And so that lets me know that that's some issues there, because that means you don't love you enough to make sure that you're mentally good. And if you're not mentally good, I'm going to challenge you to say that you're not as good to people as you think you are. Okay? You're not giving your spouse, your special significant other, your kids, they're not getting the best part of you. They're getting the medium jacked up version. They're getting the short-tempered, angry, frustrated version only because you haven't taken care of you first, okay? And of course, your wealth, your money plays into this. I have a client right now, he's a multi-millionaire. And this cat, he has a stock. That's how he rolled. But that stock is plummeting. And it's only because he's going through a divorce. And it's funny how if you're not right, other stuff will affect your money. Okay? And some of you like, oh, no, the divorce affects your money. Separation from somebody affects your money. All that stuff affects your wealth. And so you have to now love you enough to place you in front of things that would stop you from getting to the goals that you're setting. Because remember, they are your goals. No one's going to understand your goals. So right now, let me make this clear. Stop trying to express what you want to everybody else. Who's going to understand what you want? That's in your head. Now, you can try and get them to be on board with what you're trying to do. And that's always a beautiful thing. But stop getting to the point to where, well, they're going to be on board because I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I hate to tell you this, but most people don't like you as much as you think they do. Okay, let me give you a case in point. When's the last somebody sat down and actually asked you the question, how are you? I'll wait. Because sometimes you're around people that honestly, they care more about themselves than they care about you. Matter of fact, if you don't think that's true, next time you're on the phone with somebody, ask them how they are. They'll tell you, and then wait for it. For the return, how are you doing? It might not come out that way. Or you'll start talking about how you're doing, and they'll change the subject and go to something else. Okay? So how much do you really love yourself? As we go through these goals and the strategic plan, it's about you. When I talk to you, I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about your spouse, your kids. They got their own issues. I'm talking about you. Because ultimately, the only person that will change your life is you. Okay? And here's how I say that is because you have to make the choice or the decision. You know, I know we can say, well, you know, my creator can do it. Well, he can do it, but you have to even allow him to do it. Nobody can change you if you don't want to change. Okay? So with that being said, let's move on. What is connected to your goal? And that's something I want you to ask yourself. What have you connected to it? I can tell you, and I'm going to show you my actual strategic plan here in a minute. There are things that I connect to my actual goal. One for me is integrity. If I say I'm going to do something, I got to do it. If I can't do it, then I'm going to make sure there's a darn good reason, not an excuse, because how many know that's different, but there's got to be a reason why you didn't complete it. And for a lot of you, it's a matter of asking yourself, what's connected to my goal? And some of you, your goals that we went through are connected. Because if you had more health, you'd have more energy. If you had more energy, you could do more. If you could do more, you could make some more money. So that's connected, but it all starts with your health. If your health is good, then everything else will work from there. Your mental wellness is good. Everything else will work from there. If you have a goal that's attached to, say you want your grandkids to be able to go to college, then every time you're out and about creating wealth, you got to keep that in the back of your mind is my grandkids are connected to me doing this. I remember when I first started my business and I was knocking on doors and I'd be out there literally until I made a sale. I did not go home until I literally told myself, we ain't going home until we make a sale tonight. And some of you, success is just a hopeful thing. For me personally, success is my duty to my family. In other words, it is my thing I know I have to do. And I think for some of you, you have to ask yourself, is it your duty to do it? In other words, is it something that you know you have to do? There's no way around it. You know, ain't nobody coming to save you. I know some of you are waiting for mates and spouses, but even when you get a mate or spouse, you don't know what could happen. they could get sick, they can get injured. So now, of course, some of you spiritual people come a little, I know, well, Jesus coming to save me. I get that. But other than Jesus, I need you to know that you're going to have to do some stuff to work on you, okay? Because you only can do what you want to do. So the goals that we're going to go through and finalize tonight, you have to make a difference between what's a hope. You know, a lot of folk hoping things happen. I sure hope that work out. And some of you are guilty of that. Well, you know, and some of you, when I was talking to you, I wanted to slap you, but I didn't. Anyway, you know, I'm not violent. I'm not a violent person. But some of you is like, well, I sure hope it work out. I'm like, well, if you just hoping it work out, then it ain't gonna work. In my mind, I'm like, that ain't gonna work. Because if you're just hoping for it, you know, and then you go into wishing, well, I sure wish it worked out. Well, now so now you're looking for a genie. Okay, you're looking for something to rub and say, oh, I wish number one. And so, or is it a must? Is it something that you must do? If you don't do it, it'll change your whole family's dynamic. Right now, if you don't make an additional $25,000 this year, what will happen to your family? Some of you, your family won't be able to go on vacation. They can't even go down the street. And if you do go on vacation, it's on the credit card. Ain't nothing worse than a broke vacation. Ain't nothing like being on vacation on budget. I'm just saying. I don't know how you do it. I don't like to think about what I'm spending when I'm on vacation. But some of you, because you don't, and you won't reach your goal this year because it's not a must, your family will suffer because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. I know. You don't want to hear any truth tonight. I got you though. I'm your coach. I'm not your homie. I'm your coach. And remember, results driven. I want you to keep that in the back of your head. When you hear me, you say, I can't believe you said that. Because I'm not pushing you to say, oh, it's going to be okay. I'm saying, no, where's the results? I need result people. I need to post you up at the end of the year this time to say, this person made an additional $25,000 working with me. This person now is about $100,000 club. Okay? So yeah, it's about me helping you help me. And that's how your life should work when you get a real good business partner. Okay? So ask yourself, is it a hope? Is it a wish? Or is it a must? And then once you decide on that, then you can go forward. Now we're going to review your strategic plan. Now, before I go here, I wanted to pull up mine. I went through many of yours. Thank you so much for fulfilling this assignment. I am going to challenge you to type it up and make it look pretty. Now, mine is not that pretty. And this is kind of personal for me, but I don't think, now hold on one second, let's see. Let's make sure you guys are seeing the right thing. Samantha, good to see you tonight. Are you guys seeing my strategic plan? All right, so here's how I set mine up. And so, of course, yours is different, but at least you'll see the segmentation and even the levels to what we're talking about, okay? So with my strategic plan, I have an annual theme, and my theme this year is divine acceleration. Now, for a lot of you, it's going to be, of course, totally different. So your theme is going to be whatever that theme would be, okay? It can be what you want it to be, okay? But mine is divine acceleration, only because I do believe that for what I'm looking to accomplish, I can't do it myself. And so I'm surrendered to the point that I can't do it, but I realize it's going to be accelerated. And here's why I know it's going to be accelerated, because it's been 24 years of putting in work. And now that 24 years is come to due season, at least in my life, to where everything that I sowed seed for 24 years is about to come, is going to come quick. Next thing is you need to have an affirmation for the year. Mine is money comes to me easily and effortlessly. I'm not a grinder, so I'm not going to be telling you, you need to get out there and grind. No, some of you need to slow down and focus. Because if you get laser focused and work more intensely on something, you'll get more from it than you will trying to do 50 things. Matter of fact, if I can say this, for most of you that I met with, you had too much going on. And unfortunately, you can't accomplish any one goal if you got 10 of them. You can't, there's nobody that I know of that's super successful that started out with 15 things. They usually start out with 1 to 2 things that blow up. And then from those things, other things come from it. Okay? It's almost like a major body of water. There's a place in this book that I know. It was called the Euphrates. And from the Euphrates, there flowed out like 4 different rivers. Most of you haven't established a Euphrates yet, or that main thing that all your other ideas and thoughts will flow out of. We're gonna work with you on this year on doing that, okay? So I need you to get affirmation. Whatever that affirmation would be, let it be yours. Now, for me, personal goals, I'm not gonna go through all these. I'm just gonna skip through some of them. But I wanna retire my mom. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, I pay my wife. She gets a check every month. I pay, of course, employees, and I'm gonna also pay my mom. I'm gonna put her on payroll. One thing I did when my son was in college, I paid him so that way he was able to buy his first home right after he got his master's degree. Some of you with businesses, think about this. If you don't make your business successful, you can't set your kids up for the future you would like for them to have. What if your dad or parent would have set you up like that? Just a thought. Because I send them money anyway, so why not just pay them for it, get the write-off? Ooh, that's something too. Our tax strategies class in February is gonna blow your mind. Anyway, so my wife wants to get her dad back to Vegas. He's in California, so that's on my list. Earnings. I know exactly what I need to earn. I'm not sitting there guessing and trying to figure it out. I know that I need to make $37.50 per day. So every single day, that is what I'm trying to make. Do I do it every day? No. Now, some of you, this goal is completely different. Please do not be intimidated by my goal. Please don't. I'm 24 years in the game. I've established some things. So it's different. So don't trip on that. Now, do note though, which I'm going to teach some of you guys, is that passive income is residual income. And for me, that says it all. It doesn't matter what you make, it's what's working and making money when you're not. Most of you are focused on making money, but you're not focused on your money making money. And that's why if you quit working the day you got sick and got jacked up, you're in a tough spot. I also have on here, oh no man, anything. I pay my credit cards every month. I get the points. I like them, help me with vacations. I save 30% of my monthly income from all sources. That helps me invest and save. And with that money I save, I invest it into other things that make me money. My current home, I'm gonna rent out as Airbnb. I already know what I would make off of it. It's already on paper. I'm gonna run a half marathon in February, Tough Mudder, and a full marathon in a racquetball tournament. Already putting on my calendar. Losing weight, I'm gonna do 178 pounds. That's what my goal weight for me personally is. I'm gonna buy a 32-unit apartment complex, read the Bible in a year. You can see those things there. That 2014 Range Rover Sport, that's the wife. That's what she wants. So after the first quarter, that's what I'm gonna buy for. But I'm gonna buy it from her off of passive income I've already made. It won't be money that I have to go make every day. We'll teach you that later. I'm gonna have to get an assistant. I got an uncle, I wanna take the Raiders game. Family trip, I've already locked this in. So in May, we'll be in Paris. I'm taking my mom her first trip to Paris, Cabo in August, and Alaska in September. Business goals. I know how many people I wanna hire next year, what they should be producing. I want a lean operation. I need to make at least $500,000 from that. My church, the church and the outreach center, my nonprofits. I know I need to hire an administrator, expand my social media, weekly attendance. Yes, I do have a number for the people I want to see every week. You know, I know some of y'all say, well, let's pray about it. I pray about it, but I'd be strategic also. Revamp board of directors. Looking to feed over 100,000 people this year, okay? Add 2 more locations. For results driven, I want to increase my online presence. Weekly coaching, I want to get up to 1,000 people that are on this coaching call. Because my ultimate goal is I want to help 1 million people. So in order to help 1 million people, I need to start with at least 1,000 of you to go out and help more people, okay? Workshops. We're gonna have a workshop coming up next month. We'll let you know about. I'm gonna teach you how to invest in real estate. I'm gonna teach you how to buy real estate. I'm gonna teach you how to get yourself in position to do it if you're not already there. Also, some of you, I'm gonna teach you how to take what you have and leverage it to buy more real estate, okay? But those are a few things. Those are just my little stuff there. Don't trip off of that and don't get caught up in, oh, he's trying to show us something big. No, I need you to see something that maybe is a little bit of a next level for you because maybe you're playing too low. And some of you, I even told you in our individual call that, oh, this is easy stuff. You need to really step your game up, okay? So with that being said, hold on one second, I'm gonna go back to reviewing your strategic plan. Who at this point is willing to give me a personal goal and also a date of when it's going to be accomplished? Who's there? Raise your hand or open up your mic and let me hear you real quick. Or you know I would have all told you, I'm just saying. Darshell, give me one personal goal.
I just knew it.
Oh, I know it. I know you guys are just, see, you guys already know this stuff. I don't know why you just don't volunteer. You don't just volunteer. One personal goal, a date you can accomplish it, and give me the reason behind why you're doing it.
Okay. Starting my notary business, and my date of completion is for January 31st. And starting it so I can begin the process of the additional income to get me to that 100,000.
Beautiful. I like the 100,000. I'm telling you, I'm starting a 100,000 club. So I need you guys the goal for this thing, if you're not there, is to join my $100,000 club, my 250 club, my $500,000 club, and my 1 million club and above. We're gonna work on that. Great. Thank you so much, Darshell. You're such a sweetheart. Miss Sonia Sunshine Bailey, you can't be all the way from South Carolina and not say something. What's a personal goal, a time frame, and why are you going to do
it? Can you repeat that for me, please? My husband came home for lunch and he was talking to me. I apologize.
No problem. No problem.
All right, love you, baby.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. That's that personal stuff. That's what I'm talking about. You know, ain't nothing like a woman making a man a sandwich. Boy, I tell you, my wife got me with a pot roast, so now I get it. One personal goal you have, a time frame that you're gonna have it completed in, and your why and why it has to be done.
Personal goal for myself is to, I want to lose, I want to say 30 pounds, and I want to do that by March the 31st.
Okay, and why is that important to you?
So I can continue to keep my numbers in a good standard. It's more so about my health numbers. I was able to get off of my metformin and my blood pressure medicine, but it's more so about my internal health now versus, you know, the physical exterior. I know that'll come, but my main reasoning is for being able to get off of my Topamax, which I use for maintenance for migraine headaches.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. See, now that's what I'm talking about. That gives you a real true goal that now has a why behind it. So anytime you slip up, you can tell yourself, remember why we started this.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. And also it's going to lengthen your life. And also, I'm sure, make you more effective for everybody else and everything else you're doing. So I appreciate your transparency. I saw your picture with you lining yourself up. That's huge. So I appreciate you being who you are. Keep doing it. It's a wonderful thing to see. All right, let's go on. Let's go to Miss Anissa. Give me a personal goal, time frame, and a why.
Personal goal. I'm actually trying to hit the 30,000 mark. And I'm trying to get it by the end of June.
Okay. And why is that important to you?
It's important to me because it's something to where I'm trying to invest in another home. So therefore, I want more to put down on the home. And I'm going for 30,000.
30,000. That breaks up into, if we do by, you said 6 months? You said June?
6 months, the end of June 30th.
All right. So do me a favor, and I'm going to move to the next person, but I want you to do that math for me. So 6 months divided by 30, break that down by per month, per week, and per day. And that way we can have a number that every single day you should be going after that number.
Per week, per day.
All right. So I'm gonna move on to the next person. But I want you to figure that one out. Put it in the chat for me. All right. Dr. Kathy, I see you're on. What is a personal goal, time frame, and a why?
Okay, my personal goal is, I'm sorry, I dropped my device. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Awesome, good evening. My personal goal is to have my script written for my movie by March of 2022. And why is because that is my life's passion. That's what I set out to do a couple of years ago, is to write, direct, and produce my own movie based off of my life and my book I've written.
All right. I appreciate that. We're going to look forward to locking that down. You know I will. And we're going to come to grips, and let us know about what you're doing next week. Let's get excited about that. I want to put out in the atmosphere.
Yes, I am so excited about that. I'm just going to tell you about this coach of ours. I met with him on, I believe it was Wednesday morning, and I left there a little lighter. I walked in so many pounds, and I left 5 pounds lighter because he believes in whipping you into shape. So I lost some
my goodness.
I lost some weight because he whipped 5 pounds off of me. And, you know, he's simply amazing, but he challenged me, and I'm always down for a good challenge. So he came right where I live, and he challenged me I had a TV show, a talk show that I did for a few years. And then I ventured away from that to go to school and learn the film industry business. And so I was on my way back, but then when I met with him, he accelerated, as he's saying, for his strategic plan for 2022. It's all about acceleration. So he accelerated me into doing it now, gave me a challenge to have my first show ready to go, up and running by the first of the year. And after he messed me up, I was, had to compose myself from what he was, the word he gave me. However, I didn't hear him at first, and then he repeated that, that is Monday, right? This Monday. So I said, okay, I didn't, but yeah. So I left there immediately. I didn't even leave his parking lot. I sat in the parking lot, called a studio from a person I know very well, said, I need to meet with you today. And so I met with him a couple hours later. We outlined shows for the next month. And also, not only did we do the shows, he's going to shoot, edit, all that stuff for me. And he's going to also do my podcast, and I'm going to do an audiobook. So, I mean, the acceleration losing the weight was worth it.
Well, good. We're here to help. I appreciate you. Thank you for being so diligent. Some people, they'll hear something, but they won't do it. But you attacked it. And that's what results driven is all about. It's about getting the results you desire and pushing you in that direction that you want to go. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for all you do. All right, Samantha. Samantha's on here and she looking all cool. And I chopped it up with her for a few minutes. I didn't know it was gonna turn into what it turned into, but Samantha, give me a personal goal, time frame, and a why.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, my personal goal is I want to have 3 employees by the end of the first quarter, so that's March. And why? Is because I'll be able to produce, I'll be able to produce content faster, and I'll be able to have more clients. And that's the goal, to get me to my end of the year goal of my monetary goal. So
perfect. What's that monetary goal?
$1 million.
Million.
Big goal, yeah. Doable though.
All right, good. So now I want you to break that down and what that would look like number-wise. So how much would you need to make per month? How much you need to make per week? And how much you need to make per day?
Got it.
And do that for me, put it in the chat. I want to see it.
Okay.
You throw out a number to me, I want to see how you're going to do it. Because
I got the plan. I got the plan.
That's what I'm talking about. Now the key is putting the action behind the plan. So we're going to make sure, and the accountability too. We need to know that. All right, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Germanise, one more person, and I'm going to move to the next thing I have here. Germanise, what you got? Thank you, Sam.
Well, when you was talking about urgent and important, what might be urgent for me is my water intake and things like that. I'm learning that has a lot to do with everything, even moods and hormones and all that other stuff. So my goal is to drink more water. Definitely, I want to be at
Oh, did she freeze or did I freeze? Oh, she froze.
I think, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Germanise. All right, I think she froze up on me. Okay, that's all right. Let's move on. Sharia, give me one personal goal, and I'll come back to Germanise once we get her back with a good connection. Give me one good personal goal, give me the time frame, and give me a why. Uh-oh, did you hear me? Oh, look like she's frozen too. We got some frozen. Man, y'all need to check y'all internet connection, man. What y'all doing, man? Are y'all on Cricket? Come on, man. Get your life together. get y'all connection together. All right, guys. We'll move on. I'll come back to you guys. Don't worry. I'll come back to you. Here's a bold statement I want to make. Accountability closes the gap between intention and results. In other words, you being accountable to somebody else is important. And since I got my people looking at me, Gloria, why is accountability important to you?
Accountability is important to me because when, number one, you make a commitment to do something and you have someone that is there, not only holding you accountable to what you said, but in a sense, they give you that push to keep moving forward. So it's a dual purpose. It gives you the drive to keep moving forward and doing what you said you wanted to do.
My bad. I think I muted myself. All right, Marquise, I was asking the question. I was doing that the lip service. But hey, the Lord tell y'all everything else. He should tell you what I was saying. I'm just saying. I mean, come on. Your direct contact is not there. Del'Shawn, I need you to step your game up on your direct communication with people. Real quick, Marquise, why is accountability important, man? I know you have people that are accountable to you, but why is it also important for you to be accountable to?
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Well, I feel just in short, I mean, I think the quote said, said it best because, that you don't feel like it are the days that expect them to happen to be accountable for. Like, for example, today, I don't know if you hear it in my voice, I'm kind of,
Uh-oh, you're breaking up a little bit. Oh, that's okay. Marquise, we'll come
weather,
back. Oh,
just a little bit, but, just the account that I want to catapult, I'm still here. So, I
uh-oh. I think we might have lost him. That's okay. That's okay. I got Troy on the line. Troy, I know you got the kids and everything. You might be at work. I don't know if you can tap in for a minute and let us know why accountability is important to you.
I got the kids, sir.
Oh, good.
So accountability is important to me due to the fact, of course, new fatherhood, relationship. I feel that the word itself serves as a great mirror to hold or to teach everyone that there should be a certain standard. And then personally, I'm trying to keep it simple, but personally for me, it's something as a great reminder to continue to help me push forward in my growth as an individual. And that's pretty much it.
Actually, that's good enough, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, it's important because ultimately when it boils down to it, I think that we all, I have a coach. I pay a lot of money for my coach. I'm excited about paying that money because it helps me. My coach has actually helped me triple my income, only because he slapped me around, like I'm slapping y'all around, and helps me to move forward and be more accountable to what I'm trying to accomplish. So it actually always works out that kind of way. Alan, I see you're on here. Alan, good to see you on tonight. Can you speak? What's accountability mean to you? Oh, can you hear me? Okay, Alan, that's all right. We'll come back to you. All right. Well, let's go a little further. I kind of want to tap in with you guys a little bit to see what was going on, but let me back my little thing up here. And let's see, where are we going? So, now some of y'all into rap and stuff, and I ain't either, but I found this line, a powerful line by a guy. Now, I don't know all about him and everything, but I just heard it and it just blew me away. He said, it ain't no fun if my homies don't get none. And his name was Snoop Dogg. In other words, what it means to me is, when it comes to accountability, is it's great to be able to share experiences with people that actually is okay to share experiences with. A lot of people, if you really think about it in your life, you can't share every experience with. They'll think that you're bragging. They'll think that you think you all that. And the only thing you're doing is saying, man, I'm just trying to make it. And with this group, it's beautiful because now we can have these conversations about things that probably won't be able to talk to other people about. When I talk about money, you hear me talk about it a lot, because I do believe that ain't none of y'all in business just for the love of it. There's got to be a reason to make your family whole or bring them to where you want them to be. And so with that being said, we got to talk about money. We can't avoid money. We can't say, well, you know, I don't really want to talk about the kind of money. Well, the question is, if you're not wanting to talk about money, then how can money come to you when you push it away? So don't be afraid to talk about what are dreams and visions that you have and things that you want to happen in your family. Okay? Now, who's ready for a challenge? Yay! I see the excitement. Yay! Whoop, 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 whoop. No, I ain't gonna get the excitement. Y'all just waiting to see what the challenge is first, huh? So wait a minute, let me see what the challenge is first. Now, what I'm gonna do is, in order to get you to the place that you want to get to, and you'll see my fancy picture there, that's me showing you how we want you to walk into 2022. I want you to walk in like you just taking over the world. And so I'm gonna challenge you for 21 days to either A, meditate or pray for 15 minutes at 6 a.m. Now, some of you, you're already at work, so that time might not work for you. So adjust the time. Now, I will be leading, for those of you that know me, I do the other side of what I do, is I will be doing a 6 a.m. prayer, Monday through Friday. And I will be spearheading that because I believe that you cannot develop good habits by yourself. It's good if you can develop a habit with other people. And that way now it's not just you. I remember when I was running my first half marathon, and we were running around this corner, and all of a sudden I heard all the, and all of us was dying. And in that moment though, nobody could complain because we were all in it together. It's a beautiful thing when you're in it together with somebody, to where even when it gets hard, you know that you ain't the only one that's doing it. And so for you, I want to challenge you to 6 a.m. prayer. Join me. I'll give you the link, or do it on your own and do it for 15 minutes at least. At least get some alone time that you can separate yourself and focus on some quiet time. So if nothing else, just think of it as focus time, quiet time, calm time. For those of you that know me on my other side of what I do, yes, we're gonna be doing a 6 a.m. prayer Monday through Friday, 15 minutes. I'm gonna hit it and quit it, but it's gonna help you to get your day started, okay? And also develop that habit. Physical activity, 30 minutes. I want you to do something for 30 minutes, 3 times per day. Now, those of you that are already doing it, it's gonna be easy, but for some of you, you need to step your game up. Because remember, I asked that question, how much do you love you? Do you love you enough to take care of you? And this is where I want to push you there. And I think to know that everybody else is doing it. And on Fridays, I'm going to be holding some of you accountable big time, because I want to check in and find out, what did you do this week? How did you do with what we're trying to accomplish as a unit? Now, that physical activity can be whatever you want it to be. It can be walking, running, leaping, jumping, whatever you want it to be. That's on you. But just do something outside of your norm. I know some of you have strenuous work that you do every day. If that were enough, your bones wouldn't ache the way they are. That means you need to do more stretching. You need to do some more other stuff to get stronger in those areas that's not as strong. So just kind of want you to think about that also. Next thing is, I know this is a big one for a lot of you guys. I want you guys to start a vegetarian lifestyle. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. I know some of you are so excited about this, boy. I tell you, I can feel it I can feel it all through the chat. And the reason I bring this up, because of all the people I talked to, just about everybody I talked to was like, I really need to start watching what I eat more. And I believe this will help you. Meat is not bad. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we slaughtered animals and we should feel bad about it. Forget that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that for a lot of you, you need to start cleansing yourself a little bit. A little more salad won't hurt you. A little more greenery won't hurt you. A few more bananas and some apples and some oranges, I promise it won't hurt you. Drinking some more water definitely won't hurt you. So if you can, and once again, this is a challenge, so you can choose to accept it, choose not to, but I'm only challenging you because I believe you can do it, number one. And number two, I know in this, you will be better at the end of 21 days. Some of you, you've been fighting on losing weight and all this stuff. I guarantee you, if you do what we're doing now, at the end of these 21 days, you're gonna be able to come back and say, I lost blah, 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 blah. Only because you took the challenge, okay? Drink 64 ounces of water. Yes, I want you to drink more water. I want you to be healthy. I want you to purge out all that bad stuff so you can get cleansed out. So some of you, I need you to stop drinking soda. Stop it. It ain't helping you. I know you got the diet one. I know it just sounds good. You know, you that go to Burger King, get I want the Whopper with cheese, side of fries. Oh, with a Diet Coke. No, I need you to get away from some of this stuff. It's fine. Yeah. Only when you laugh is because it's true. It's true. You feel so good about that diet too. Oh, just give me the Diet Coke. And you ordered like 15,000 calories. Anyway, you want to make sure you start doing things a little better, okay? I need you also to do a daily top 5 power list. In other words, that power list, I want to be the things that you need to have accomplished that day. In other words, start getting to where you at least know, I need 5 things that have to be done today. Some of you might not have 5. You might only have 3, but you need 5. Those 5 should push you, some of you to turn your ringer off, some of you to get really focused on what you should be doing and not doing a bunch of junk. Because during your money-making time, you shouldn't be doing non-money-making activities. Okay, we'll talk about that more this next month. I'm gonna talk about that. Also, I want you to take a daily audit of income brought into your business. Stop just kind of being like, oh, well, I hope this worked today. No, if you have a business, I need you to start looking at either A, you made money that day, or you set yourself up to make money. And that's why I ask you about those daily numbers. To me, you should know what you did that day. Now, some of you have a regular W-2 job. You can only do what you can do. But those of you that have a side hustle, and some of you that got a side hustle, another story, we'll talk about that too. But you want to make sure that you start looking at what's making me money. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, working with me, the stuff that's not making you money, I'm going to tell you it's got to go for now. It can come back, but if it's not, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. At least if that be your goal. Now, if you want to help people, then help them, but help them better. You know, we were able to give out so much food last year and so many things. We helped a lot of people last year, but it didn't take away from what I was doing and need to get done. Okay. Last thing is, it starts on Monday. Yes, Monday. In other words, on Monday, I want you to start wrapping your mind around. And here's the thought that I want to give you. You take it or leave it. Once again, this challenge is totally optional. Don't beat me up and say, oh, my coach is trying to make me do something. I'm not going to make you do anything you don't want to do. I'm just going off of the feedback that I got. And from a lot of you, I got some feedback in these areas. I want to get better here. I want to get better here. I want to get better here. So now the opportunity is presenting itself. One thing you're going to learn about opportunity in business, either you're going to look at it and it's going to pass you by, or you're going to keep talking about it and not do anything with it, or you're actually going to seize the moment and the opportunity to do what you already said you wanted to do. Okay? So process it, think about it. Those of you that are going to be on board with me, I'm going to be hooking up with you weekly and just checking in on you. I want you to text me, email me, hey, I did it this day. Hey, I did that day. And that way we can keep accountability going and flowing, but it comes from you wanting to do something and me wanting to hold your feet to the fire. Okay? And I think that works, because the one thing I know about all you guys on this call, you're all people of integrity. That means that I can trust you and you can trust me. So that means that you're not going to lie about what you did or didn't do. If you did it, you're going to say you did it. If you didn't do it, you're going to say, look, coach, your mama, I didn't do it. And then I'm going to say, well, sounds like what you really say you don't want bad enough. You just hoping for it or wishing it happened, but you really ain't going to do anything to drive yourself to that position. All right. So this makes a big difference. All right. I'm coming up on my time here. I'm sorry. I'm running a little long. How did I get long today? I wasn't that long. Don't go it alone. You know my thing, guys. You don't have to do this by yourself. We got you. Now, with Begotten You, this is what we call value exchange. I'm giving you great value. I promise I am. I want to see you win. I want to see you become more. I want to see you become and do all that you're being called to do. But I want you to understand that my time is important. At least I know it is. You might just find out it is. But some of you that had my individual call, you found out, I think, how important it is to have somebody to really dive into what you're doing and start just questioning, is what you're doing effective? And if it is effective, how to step your game up. So with that value exchange, it means that many of you on this call are people that help people. Absolutely. When's the last time you helped somebody and just felt used? When's the last time you helped somebody and didn't feel appreciated? When's the last time you helped people and they didn't even value what you were giving them? Because that's the way you feel, you can't have other people that are helping you. It's amazing the stuff we give to people, the time we give to people that need us, but the less time we give to people that we need. I know that I can help you. Matter of fact, I know it so much that this is not what I do to make money. So I can't even tell you that, oh, this is bringing it in. No, what this is doing is helping you in valuing my time, okay? Now, of course, our weekly group coaching is $99 per month, and we meet every Thursday at 6 p.m. You can Cash App, Zelle. My wife told me to give you a time frame by the 5th. We'd like to have that in. Some of you are set up automatic. Some of you are putting in your budget. Some of you are telling me that, hey, I can't do it yet, but I'm going to. I'm going to trust you. And the reason I can do that is because, once again, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you. And I promise at this point in my life, I don't have to do this. That's not being cocky. That's not being ego-driven. It's just the truth, okay? So truth is, I want to help people, but I also want to make sure they value the help that I'm giving, all right? Many of you, I'm going into business with because I see the value that you don't see yet. So just look for that. But in the meanwhile, I'm going to work with you to bring you to your next best self, okay? So that's my promise to you. If you connect with me, I'm going to connect with you. You value me, I'm going to definitely value you, all right? And last thing I want to do, and we got 5 minutes to do this, is I want to hear, what did you get on today? What did you get on today? Samantha's new on the call. Give me one nugget, something that you said, you know what, I got that, and that can help me move a little further.
One thing I got today that was really good was having the 5 goals a day. That's not something I do. I try to plan out my day. Sometimes it doesn't always go how I want it to go, but having 5 things will definitely help me when I'm sitting down and trying to figure stuff out, just to make sure I hit everything on my list for that day.
That's perfect. I hate to say it, guys. Well, no, I don't hate to say it. Forget that. I told you we're going to talk about money. I plan my day around what makes me money, and everything else gets pushed after that. Some of you, the problem is you put everything else before money. But in business, to have a successful business, to have a multi-million-dollar business, you're going to have to focus on what's profitable and what's not profitable. There are assets and there are liabilities. So you have to care enough about you and your family and your finances to make sure that you're taking care of the people that are taking care of you. You know, even my own mama, whom I love dearly, she calls me, and every now and again, she might get my voicemail, only because I'm finishing up something that's about to make me some money to retire her. So what's more important, me taking her call or getting the funds to retire her so I can always take her call? Just a thought, just a thought. Thanks, Samantha, appreciate you. Robbie, Robina, what'd you get? Give me a nugget.
I like the 5 power things for the day. 5 power points for the day that you need to hit every day.
Perfect, perfect. It will make a difference, I promise you. I call it my power list. Those that have been in my office, you see my yellow pads on my desk. That's how I function. I do have my iPad, but I love my yellow pads. It's just something about that physical marking stuff off. And I forgot to mention this, but I do write my goals down almost every day, but at least every other day. In other words, I read them every day, but I try to also physically write them out when I have time. And here's the reason why I do that, is because if they're constantly in front of you, you don't lose focus as much or as long. Some of you, the problem is you lose focus because you don't keep it in front of you. And so the key is not that you're not going to lose focus, is that you refocus quickly. So just put it in the back of your mind. I need to refocus quickly because I will lose focus. All of us are going to lose focus, but the ability to refocus quickly is what we're after. All right, good. Anissa, what'd you get? Give me one nugget today. Oh, Anissa, did you hear me? Nope. Delshana, give me a nugget. What'd you get today?
I typed it in the feed, but my nugget today is I have to do a better job at balancing the value exchange. And I think by doing that, by having some more focus and prioritizing it will help me not fall into that space of resentment. So that idea of value exchange, I think, is critical for me.
Perfect. Yeah, I believe once you start focusing on that, you'll realize that number one, you're important and the people around you are important, and you want to be around people that value you. You know, most people, what's that old song? No, Cheers. You know, go where people love and like you. Don't keep going where people don't like you and don't value what you're doing, which is good. All right, who else? Who else did I miss? Roderick, what'd you get? Give me a nugget of what you got today that's gonna help you.
I'll come in and say something real quick. When looking at your
come on in,
your business goals and your personal goals, I like that annual theme. I'm an individual who can wake up every day with a daily theme or just like this mindset, but an annual theme I think is pretty cool. So just seeing that real quick was like a great aha moment.
Beautiful, man. Yeah, I found out for me it makes a difference because it makes me stay focused on what I'm trying to accomplish for the year. Yeah, and everything else kind of lines to that. So good. Troy, appreciate that, man. Appreciate you being on the call. Good. All right, who else we got there? Marquela, what'd you get? Did you get a nugget today? Good to see you on the call.
Yes, I did. My goal is to make sure my mental health is okay.
Excellent. And you don't trade that for anybody. You know, I want you to realize that you being mentally good will help everybody else. So good. Love you enough to make sure you are that priority in that area. Great job. I'm getting some questions about the Daniel fast. Let's see. I think, yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm asking you to go meatless. And for some of you that are in that spiritual mindset, yes, pretty much a Daniel fast. Yes, that's exactly what we're looking to do. Yeah. And those that can, put in the chat what you believe you can do for 21 days. I just want to see real quick where your head is at. Some of you, I know you won't commit to nothing, but I need you to be accountable today. Aha. Sharia, she can help you out with the fruits and salads. Good. Alicia loves veggies. Good. Oh, Alicia says that's a real challenge. I like meat. Yeah, I know. Some of you are like, I can't do it. Do me a favor, just try from sun up to sundown. In other words, in the afternoon, go ahead and have that big piece of steak. Let me know how you feel after that. I'm interested to see how your body is affected by that once you've actually tried to do something a little different. All right. Any other last questions anyone would have before we leave? We're actually jumping off here in 2 minutes. Any other question?
I do faster. I do apologize for earlier. I'm driving in different areas, the calls dropping. Okay, I was actually stuck today. I got to apply for my business license, and I got to the part to where it was asking me to add members or managers to my LLC. Is that something I need to do to complete that process, or do I just need to apply for the LLC? Because I noticed once you went in, there were so many different types of LLCs, which it was an excellent overview that Ms. Williams went over in that tax session when she explained, S corps and C Corps and sole proprietor versus your LLC. And when I went in, it was kind of confusing. So I'm just happy to be a part of a team that is explaining things and understanding. Another thing also is that I wasn't aware that they will not help you. The Nevada State Secretary would not help you fill out that application. They will guide you, but you will have to seek an attorney or have some good Google on your fingers to figure out when it's time to apply. So I just want to give, all of us here on this call a heads up when you apply for that LLC, that it ain't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
No worries. The good thing about the LLC, it is, well, just so you guys know, I do LLCs in my office. So for those of you that want to get your LLC set up, hit me up. I charge $650 to get everything done for you, from the rooter to the tutor. But the key being with that is, yes, you want to have managers. So you want to have a manager, because you can be a sole member LLC, or you can be a multi-member or partnership. It just depends on which one that you want to go for. So if it's just you on the LLC, it would be considered a sole member LLC, and you can actually be a manager on that. But you will need that in order to complete the LLC paperwork, yes. But the easier way to do it, which I'm going to show you guys in the future, is find people that do it. I'm already a resident agent, it's just money. Write the check.
Right. And while I'm on the line, I'm just advertising myself real quick. Manny Girls by Sharia, we do a detox service to where you could detox your body. It's a foot soap where it pulls out all the toxins out of your body. And you could also put in an order for a salad or a fruit. So if that's something you're interested in, you could check me out at my website, www.mannygirlsbysharia.com. And everybody have an excellent night.
Awesome. Hey, I'm not afraid of a shameless shout out. You got to love what you do so you can tell everybody else. Make sure you put in the chat. Matter of fact, remind me when we start up, if you guys want to put your name, your business, and your phone number in the chat, it'd be great. That way people can know who's on the line. Like we got some video people, we got some web designers on here, we got some tax people, we got some enrolled agents, we got some ugly people, we got some good looking people. I'm sorry. Anyway, it's time to go. All right, guys. I appreciate all y'all. You guys are amazing. I don't know about you, but I'm excited about 2022. Guys, we are going to kill it this year. I promise you, your life will never be the same. 2022 is going to be your best year ever. You're going to rock it. Your money is going to be, you about to blow up. Wait a minute. Boom! You're about to blow up in 2022. So get excited, get ready. Those of you that are in Las Vegas, I'm going to invite you to come party with me. I'm going to be partying tomorrow night at 7 p.m. If you want some details, hit a brother up. I'd love you to come. We're going to do some rapping, some singing, some dancing, some testimonies. It's going to be off the chain. A shameless plug, but nevertheless needed, because if you need somewhere to go and you need somewhere to enjoy yourself, come and be a part. We'd love to love on you. All right. God bless you guys. Have a great day. See you soon.